Hey guys, I'm Cody Helmer, Sapphire Ambassador, and I'm so excited to get to say that. Just happened last month. So I'm excited to get to hang out with you guys tonight, Monday night team call. And I want to kind of kick this off by sharing with you how the idea of tonight's call came to be, because I think that that in and of itself is a lesson. Perhaps. Yeah, Rochelle Osborne, fellow Sapphire. We had a bunch of us go promote last month. It was so awesome. So, and a lot happening this month too. So let's get to it. So I want to share with you guys where this idea came from. So a few weeks ago, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys can always count on me, right? We're friends here. That's what these calls, when you come to one of my calls, you know that it's like 5 foot tall, big sister time, and I'm going to keep it real. Okay. So a few weeks ago, I sat down to make a post on Facebook. And if you guys follow me on Facebook, you are probably going to be like, I don't believe that this really happened. But I sat down to make a post on Facebook and I literally could not think of anything to say. Okay. I was on my phone for like an hour and I could not think of anything or any way to add value to people on Facebook. And so I just kind of chalked it up to like a bad day or something, right? And so then the next day, the same thing happened. And I pick up my phone and I'm like trying to make a post and I'm trying to think of something really inspiring and really awesome and could not think of anything to say. And so I told my husband, like, something is wrong with me. My brain is not working. And so I did what I always do when I'm in a like weird place or a sticky situation or whatever. And I just evaluate myself. So I took a bath, like relaxing, just like asking myself some questions like, what's going on? How am I feeling? You know, what's up? And it just dawned on me that you cannot give what you do not have, right? We've learned that from our friend, John Maxwell. You cannot give what you do not possess. And so, Marlene said I'm breaking up really bad. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm just going to keep rocking and hope that this is working out. So you cannot give what you do not possess. And so I was feeling a little uninspired. I'm just being honest, was feeling a little uninspired. And if you know me, you know that I'm a workhorse. Like I love Plexus. I love what we do. I'm passionate about what we do. I never miss a day of IPA. Okay. I'm always working my business. But I was feeling a little uninspired and it dawned on me, like, Cody, you're pouring, and you're messaging the people, you're coaching your team, you're doing the things. But when's the last time that you did something to pour back into you, right? When's the last time that you did something that really inspired you? Yeah, I can't inspire other people if I'm not feeling inspired myself. And so I remembered Genevieve Scory posted on Facebook, The Traveler's Gift. Now, she posted this book on Facebook, and this was like when the Plexus book club was just an idea and not a thing yet, which they had their first book club meeting just this past Saturday. So just a couple days ago. So anyway, I remember that book and I downloaded it on Audible and I was like, I'm doing some me time. I'm pouring back into me. And I started the book and guys, I literally could not stop listening. It was so stinking good. And listen, I have read a lot of books in my 5.5 years here doing Plexus, a lot of books, but I can count on one hand the ones that have been life-changing, that I can say have like changed my life, not just my business, like changed my life. And that's one of them for sure. Okay. So shameless plug for the Plexus Book Club, get the Traveler's Gift. It's amazing. But that is where this idea came from, because when I found out like a week and a half ago or whatever, that it was going to be my turn to come hang out with you guys and do tonight's Monday night team call, I knew exactly what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the first lesson of the book, because in the book, one of the characters challenges another character to focus on each lesson for 21 days. Okay. And so that's what I'm doing. And so welcome to my 21 days of the buck stops here. We are going to discuss it together, and it's going to be awesome. So that's kind of how it came to be. And so get the book for sure. But let's talk about the buck stops here. Like, what does that even mean? Where did it even come from? So the term was popularized by President Harry S. Truman, who had this sign on his desk in the Oval Office that said, the buck stops here. Now, what that meant for him was that he's the president of the United States. He's the ultimate decision maker, right? And he is ultimately responsible for the consequences or the outcome of said decision. So, how does this work with your Plexus journey? We're going to talk about it, okay? And the first thing of taking ownership of your own Plexus journey is just that, being the decision maker. Now, you all have an incredible sponsor. I know this because our team rocks. Pink Power rocks. You have an incredible culture and community here. We all lean on each other. We all support each other, all of the things. But I need you to understand something, that you're the ultimate decision maker of your Plexus journey. You get to decide. You get to decide if you show up today. You got to decide if you got on this team call. You get to decide if you're going to take your products, or if you're going to coach your team, or you're going to do your IPA. You get to decide. And your decisions have consequences. So I tell my kids, negative actions have negative consequences. I teach them that when they're really little. The same holds true for positive actions, right? Positive actions have positive consequences. But every decision that you make, you're either moving in the direction that you want to go, to everything that you've ever dreamed of for your health or for your finances or your future or whatever, or you're not. You're getting further behind or further away, right? And there's pressure in that responsibility, right? Having that responsibility to make the decision. Perhaps to the point that you avoid it, right? Has anybody ever done that? You avoided making a decision because you were afraid that you were going to make the wrong one, right? Choosing not to decide, y'all, is making a decision. So please know that, write that down. The pray and wait, or the wait and see approach, does not get anyone anywhere ever, okay? God wants us to pray, and God wants us to work, okay? He wants us to have faith, but he also doesn't want us to just sit around. And you also have to know that nothing great in this world was ever accomplished by anyone who was playing it safe or playing small, okay? People avoid making decisions out of fear. 100% of the time, it's always fear. You're either afraid to shoot and miss, or you are afraid to shoot and hit, guys. This is fear of success or fear of failure. Here's the thing. You cannot have success without failure. Like, they go hand in hand. So once you realize that that's a thing, there's total freedom and I think empowerment in that, okay? And here's another thing. Successful people are not judging you by your mistakes, because we all make them. Ain't nobody perfect up in here in this team. Okay, y'all are amazing, but none of us are perfect. Successful people are not judging you when you make a mistake. Successful people are judging you when you decide not to even try. But ultimately, the decision is up to you, okay? Now, I want to read something to you real quick. Now, this is from the book, and this is super powerful. I don't know who just unmuted, but you're going to have to mute yourself because I can't scroll. Okay, now check this out. This is super powerful. When faced with the opportunity to make a decision, I will make one. I understand that God did not put in me the ability to always make right decisions. He did, however, put in me the ability to make a decision and then make it right. Boom! The rise and fall of my emotional tide will not deter me from my course. When I make a decision, I will stand behind it. My energy will go into making the decision. I will waste none on second thoughts. My life will not be an apology. It will be a statement. Y'all write that on your mirror. You put a post-it on your computer because that is it right there. My life will not be an apology. It will be a statement. Listen, I tell my kids, you are going to make mistakes in life. You are going to say dumb things sometimes, okay? Or the wrong thing or whatever. But whatever you do, flip and own it. Because if you say it with confidence, people don't normally ask questions. Like, yeah, I have 2 different earrings on. What? It's a trend. You don't know? Like, you didn't know? You got to say it and own it. Do the thing, make the decision, and own whatever you decide. And then know that sometimes it's not going to be the right thing, and that's okay. Go back to that. God gave you the ability to make a decision and then make it right if you need to do that, okay? But ultimately, the decision making is up to you. You are the one. You are the one in your journey, and that brings us to the next point, and that's take responsibility for where you are currently. Every decision that you made or didn't make got you to where you are. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. Again, you have a sponsor, you've got an incredible team, you've got all of these things. It is not your sponsor's responsibility or your spouse's responsibility or anybody else's responsibility to make you a success. You have to own it. No one person in your life should ever have that much control. Okay? You're the one. You have to own it. Move forward knowing full well that you're not going to win all the time. And that's okay. That's part of it, right? The next point to owning your journey is to make no excuses. Y'all, an excuse is like a butt. Everybody's got one, right? We all have a million reasons probably a day to have excuses to not do the thing. You have to take the but out of your sentences, okay? So if I'm talking to a team member or whatever and they say like, man, I really want to get on that team call, but I'm like, brace yourself, Cody, because here it comes. Here comes the excuse, right? But XYZ can't do the thing because whatever. Now, guys, there are like genuine reasons why sometimes you can't show up, but you have to make absolutely sure that this is not that this is a valid excuse, okay? Like if you're getting a hysterectomy on Monday night team call or book club, like you're gonna miss it, okay? That is normal behavior, but you have to make sure that what you're doing or what you're deciding is not based on an excuse, okay? Priorities, guys. You got to get your priorities straight, right? Okay. I want you to take a look at the hand that you're dealt, and then I want you to know that someone out there has the same hand and they are winning with it. And I knew tonight that I could come on here and I could tell you all of these things and we could talk about not making excuses and showing up and taking ownership and like rocking this thing out this last 5 days of the month, which is going to be incredible. But you know what's even more powerful than that? A story. A story of somebody who just went through something really hard, but they showed up anyway. They had all of the reasons to make an excuse, but they chose not to. Where does that come from? Why does that happen? How come some people are able to overcome and others aren't? You're going to hear a story now from a dear friend of mine. Her name is Stacy Wethington, and she is a senior gold ambassador here in our team. She is amazing, and she has a grit and determination that is inspiring to me. So I know that her story tonight is going to be so powerful for you guys. And so right now, I'm going to open this up to my dear friend, Stacy Wethington, if I can find her. Thank God this is alphabetical order. Nope. Stacy, can you unmute yourself?
I just did.
Okay, yay. All right, take it away, girlfriend.
Okay, well, hello everyone. When Cody asked me to do this, I was super nervous. I'm not a big video person, so this is out of my comfort zone. So just want to tell you a little bit about my story and what happened to me the past few months. Some of our team knows my story, but most of you probably don't. Back in April, on April 4th, I was in an accident on our property that we're getting ready to build our dream forever retirement home on. My husband was mowing, and I was working on another piece of equipment, and a piece of wood flew out from under the bush hog that he was mowing with and hit me directly in the face. Hit me. I had wire rim sunglasses on, hit my glasses, actually pushed my glasses into my face, and ended up almost cut my eyelid completely off, punctured the backside of my eye, and it did sever my retina. I didn't know this at the time. So we just thought it was cut. We went to the, immediate care. They sent us to the ER. Long story short, I end up at the trauma unit at Eskenazi Hospital in Indianapolis, and had surgery the next day. Since then, I've had another surgery where they have reattached my retina partially. They were able to save my eye, but I am completely blind in that eye, and does not look like I will get that back. So, sorry. Now I lost my place. Okay, so I could have easily quit everything. I could have, quit my products, quit my business, just life in general. It's hard. It was so hard. But I decided that I wanted this more, and I wanted to make a difference not only in my life, but in my family's life, and my friends' life, and my team's life, my fellow teammates' lives. So I just kept pushing, and even laying in the hospital bed before my second surgery, right before I went into surgeries when the new active came out. So I had to message Cody quickly, place my order. I didn't want to miss out on that. So, but anyway, 2020 has just been hard in general for our whole family. My husband lost his job at the beginning of the year. So I knew we needed this business, and I knew the products worked. I knew that how this business has changed so many lives, and I thought, why not mine? So I dug deep, and I started sharing with everybody like crazy. So in April, when the first bonus was coming out, I helped 6 friends get started in April and earn the double bonus. And then again in May, I added 1 more friend and had like 6 more on our team, and then did 6 again in June. And I've already added 3 this month, and I'm not stopping. Everybody needs these products, and you just have to keep sharing. That's my biggest thing is, just even if people tell just keep sharing until they block you. Because I had a friend that I just signed up. We've been talking about it for a year. I messaged her every month for the last year, and she never responded back to me. And then finally she did. So, but also I know it's not easy, and it could have been really easy just to give up and say I'm done. But the opportunity is so worth much more than getting healthy and making money. The community of Plexus is amazing, and our team is amazing. The friends that I've made are more like family, and that's everything. As I was laying in the trauma unit at the ER that night, our team was supposed to have our first bingo night, and I was like, what in the world is bingo canceled for? And then I find out that Cody canceled because of me, and they all, instead of playing bingo, they all just stopped and prayed for me. And the messages of encouragement that I got from that night was just overwhelming. And I can't tell you how much that meant to me. And so I have never seen a group of people that would do something like this. Plexus is just different. It's just totally different. And our team is, like I said, it's amazing. That in itself, is the reason I will never quit Plexus. I will never quit these products. I will never quit sharing. That proved to me that I was in the right place. The big thing is just keep working on yourself, and don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the products. Just keep working. And you all deserve this. Everybody, all of our friends and family need these products. Just tell your story. People need to hear what you have to say, and they need to know from your heart that it's working for you. And that's what, your story sells. You don't have to sell any products. You just have to share. And my biggest tip is just to always I just ask the question, are you ready to give this a shot and change your life? I mean, it's definitely changed mine. And I don't think that I would be here today without the love and support from all of you. So, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, just keep sharing and just be yourself and put your heart out there and just keep trying. If you're laid up in a hospital bed, just keep sending messages. That's the best time. So.
You are amazing. And I knew that you were the gal for the job tonight for sure. You have just such an incredible heart, an incredible story, and a grit and determination that is going to inspire a lot of people and impact a lot of lives. So thank you, Stacy. You rocked it. Woo! Okay. All right, guys. So your boldness and your bravery is attached to someone else's blessing, okay? You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes in other people's lives. You have no idea. So you got to keep showing up, because if not for yourself, for somebody else out there, right? It's going to be hard sometimes. You're going to have hard days. You're going to have hard weeks. You're going to have hard months. This is business, all right? But your boldness and bravery is attached to someone else's blessing. And I can guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt that there are people out there praying for you right now, what you have, your products, your business opportunity, and most importantly, I think right now, this community, right? The community and the support. People are just really, really struggling. And I think you're seeing that we have something special here, and people are starting to really pay attention in the momentum that's happening in our team, in the company, and it's because of people like you that are boldly blessing other people with this. So I hope that you found this call helpful tonight, guys. Get the traveler's gift. Get in on that book club. It is life-changing stuff. But that's it. The buck stops here with you. You are the CEO of this thing. Now get out there and rock it this last 5 days of the month, because you are going to see a ton of promotions and a ton more people join this company. Why not you? Why not with you? All right, you guys, have a great night. Thank you again, Stacy, so much for sharing. You are a rock star, girlfriend. Y'all can get back to work now. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.